honey badgers. Okay, so today it's very it's very misty and rainy and messy outside. So I thought today we would do kind of a chill video here at my desk. It's an unboxing. Don't have any canvases today though. This is all trays to take a look at. I found some really cool looking kind of unique custom trays from the Forever Young website, so I thought I would share those with you today. See what you think. They have a whole bunch of colors. I didn't order all of them, but I ordered the ones that spoke to me, you know, and as always, I will link everything down below, unless for some reason one of these is not in stock anymore, then I'll put a note for that down below. But as far as I know, they still carry all of these. There's even a couple Christmas ones in here that I think should still be on their website. I'll have to check when I get done here. And if not, I'll put a note down below. But otherwise, you'll find the link down there. And also, if you do find something over there that you want to put in your cart, you can always use my code. It's HBH10. I'll put it on the screen here. And that will take an extra 10% off anything in your cart. As far as I know, it works for anything on the website. Whatever you put in your cart, it'll take it off the grand total. You'll get an extra 10% off. So that's marked down below. Okay, let's get into the trays here. I'll start with the less fun one, but it's still kind of cool. This one is just, whenever you order from Forever Young, a lot of their kits come with the standard white tray. Do I have one here? I don't know if I have one here. But you know, the standard ones, they either look like this or they have the white funnel one. I don't know if I have a white funnel one around me right now. But you know, the standard ones that tend to come in a lot of the packs these days. Most of the kits you order through them will have those in them. But they do have a standard white one that's a little bit upgraded that you can also order from their site, and so I thought I would show you that one. So this is their slightly upgraded one. This isn't the one they put in with the kits. This is one you typically have to order through them, although they do have a deal every once in a while. I don't know if it's still going on. I'll have to check, where you can get their labeled branded pen. There's a spot in here to put a multi-placer, and then you get your one placer here. And this is sort of like a hard plastic with their branding there. They typically have a thing on their site. If they're not giving this away as a special, because sometimes they do, they'll do specials where if you order a certain amount on their site, you can get this combo, this pen and this tray as a combo, as sort of a free gift for a certain amount you order. If they're not doing that, they tend to have this kit, this pen and this tray listed as an option. I'll check and see if they're still doing that. But this is their upgraded one that they don't include in the kits, but they do offer on their site somewhere. If I can find it, I'll put the link down below. But I thought I would show this one just so you can see the difference, because let's see, one second. I have I believe this is a Dreamer Designs one here, so you can see the difference. So I've heard from a few diamond painters on their you know, videos and whatnot, that they've mentioned with the Diamond Art Club trays, the newer ones that have been coming out. See, this has the Diamond Art Club logo on the side. They've mentioned that these plugs, and I've noticed that they do sit a little bit loose in there when the tray is not, you know, clicked into place. And some diamond painters have mentioned that when they don't have the tray on, this can sometimes get bumped out and just lost. And so that's what the plug trays look like. So I thought I would show you, if you have that issue with trays that have that kind of plug, I thought I would show you Forever Young's design, because I don't think I've seen this version around as much, where it's just like a little fold of plastic that sits into that groove like that. So it's a little less unlikely to just pop out, because you could pull on it here, it's not going to come out that way. You actually have to lift it up and take it out that way, and then to put it in, you can just snap it in like that. So I thought I would show you that as one option. I'll get into the more fun ones here in a second. So yeah, they sent me one of those, and also included in the little, as sort of like a free gift thing. I thought this was kind of cool. I don't know if you'll get one of these. This might be their new free gift thing they're doing. I don't know. But this is a little grid that, you know, has the adhesive on it that you can, it says to use your spare drills, and you can do like little designs on these squares, which I thought was a pretty cool free gift to practice, you know, freehand design. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I'll have to experiment with that one day and, I don't know, make a reel or something. So yeah, thought I would show you that real quick. Okay, now we can get into the trays. Typically when you order anything from Forever Young, as far as I've experienced, you tend to get this paper packet in your order that will talk about all the different things they have. So you have, like, they have these big tall storage drawers if you want to do, like, you know, if you want to redo your office or something. You can take a look at those. Those are like I think they tend to come in like the trays, the big container stands that stand up, and then you have like the trays, individual trays you can pull out, like you can see here, something like that. They do a lot of those systems, and then they talk more about their trays and storage designs that they offer, and a little bit more about just their diamond painting products in general. So that's all in there. And then they have a bunch of information on the front there about if you share information about them, if you use, you know, hashtags and whatnot, you can get different percentages off your orders. Okay, so what this whole video was about, what you clicked on for, let's get into the fun trays. Do these have plastic on? Okay, no, it doesn't look like they have plastic wrap on them. So let's go ahead and look at the Christmas ones first. I got both designs. One is a white, I think it's the same Christmas design, it's just the background on one is white and the other one is black. And I couldn't decide which one I liked better, so I did both. Okay, so let's see. Haven't opened any of these yet, so this is all fresh to me as well. Let's see. Okay, so this will tell you how the different aspects of the tray work. You know, lid on, lid off, and how to best get the diamonds in the bags with this tray without dropping them. If you want to clean them, it gives you tips on how to clean this plastic, because these are all in like custom colors that are, you know, unique to Forever Young as far as I know. And then it's different language on this side. So I'm guessing all of the trays come with that. And then does it give you dimensions? I'm not sure if it gives you exact dimensions on these, but they're larger size trays. So let's get into the plastic here. So as well as being in the box, they also come with the Forever Young plastic bag covers as extra protection. Okay, so the one I'm opening now is the white Christmas design, not like the movie, but just white white color tray. See, it comes like that, but when you flip it over, I think they call these the Christmas knit designs. So the other one I'll show in a minute is, I believe, the same design, it just is in black. But I thought both of them were really cute. So I'll have those to work with on my holiday kits. So the designs on here, it has like a little bell up top, and then your classic Christmas sweater star design, and then your Christmas stockings. And then there's some little heart-shaped flowers in between, and then some more bells and Christmas trees, and then some more red, gold, and green design there. And then there's the Forever Young logo imprinted on these, because these are all, it looks to be 3D printed on here. Okay, so these are a little bit tight because they're brand new. So you'll probably have to work with them a little bit to loosen them up over time. But that's what the inside looks like. Standard white tray on the inside. The outside does have a tiny bit of, I don't know if it's like shimmer, but there is some shininess to this type of plastic. And then the plug, like I showed you before, but again, these are brand new, never been used. So when you first get them, you might have to work on them a little bit to get the plastic to loosen up. So yeah, just to show you the difference. Where did I put them? When I'm talking about the shininess. So this was the standard tray, has like that gloss finish, and it's a little bit smaller. This is, you know, brighter, has more of a shimmer to it, a little bit larger. So you can see like size-wise, not far off, but a touch bigger on the, I guess you'd call them novelty type trays. So that is the white Christmas one. I think they call these Christmas knit, this design. So there's that one, and then this one. Hold on a second. All right, so same idea on this one. Where did my scissors go? Oh, okay. But this one has the black background. And I was originally drawn to this one first because I thought that this one, the gold and green and red and everything, popped more on this one, but I thought this one was equally kind of cute. I thought it'd be cool to have both of them depending on what type of, you know, wintry or holiday canvas I was working on, because sometimes you're working on ones, or I'm working on ones that are a little bit more lighthearted and fun, and then other ones are, you know, the more serious, like intense fireplace scenes or something like that, where it's a little bit moodier, a little bit cozy or something like that. And then sometimes you're working on like the silly goofy Christmas animals where it's a little bit more lighthearted in tone, and maybe you want more of that kind of mood in your gear. So this one, so these are just clicking over the top. They're just snapping on there. But like I said, since they're brand new, you might have to work with them a little bit for that to loosen up a little bit over time. And then, yeah, these are like, oops, there we go. Okay, yeah, the plugs are going to be really tight in there when you first open these up. But that is the interior of the black one. This one, not shiny on the back like this one. See, that one has like the starburst kind of design. This one is just the standard plastic sort of speckly look on the back. But that is Merry Christmas Dark Knit. Just really liked how the gold was standing out against the black there. All right, so those are the Christmas ones. And then I have a couple in here that are a little bit moody, a little bit gothic. This particular one I'm opening up right now. This one is more like, you know how I'm often talking about bog witch and fairy witch and forest fairies and all that. That's kind of what this reminded me of. This particular one is called Forest Glow. This reminded me of like fireflies and summer nights and all that kind of stuff. And of course it was in green, so naturally that caught my eye. Okay. So this one, similar design to the black knit as far as like that speckled plastic print, but all right, Luckily, I have a bunch of padding under my desk because I have to keep my, because my lymphedema and stuff, I have this whole system under my desk where I have to keep like my legs propped up. So it just hit the padding under my desk. So it's all good. The coloring on this in person, see this is, whoops, this is kind of neon green. I think that's probably coming across on camera, but the combination, see, this is like a really super dark kind of swampy forest green, and then this is like the lighter, more neon green, which is kind of what reminded me of fireflies and all that. But also the combination of this together, it also reminds me of those like kitchen sink scrubbies, you know, like the dark green that's like really rough texture, and then the spongy part that's like lighter. It's I forget what that particular design of sponge is called, but you probably know what I'm talking about. They've been around for decades. But yeah, it's kind of reminded me of that a little bit, but I do like it. And it's got the Forever Young imprinted on the side there, and then the design, I'm guessing all of them have that printing on there. The inside of this one is cool because it's got alternating color lines. So the background of this is that dark green, and then your tray lines are the lime green in there. And then it also does the alternating colors on the inside of the lid there. And then this is kind of cool because one side is lime green and then the other is that dark green. So whoever they have over there doing their tray designs, they really thought these out. And these are really nice kind of heavy duty plastic. Some of the ones I try different trays every so often from different companies just to see what the quality is like. And sometimes they're great, and then sometimes it's like, oh, that's a bummer. Do I have that yellow? Okay, this one, whoops, this one I use a lot. This is actually a random one I found on Temu a couple years ago, but it's actually really nice quality. It's a good, it's not super heavy, but it's kind of like mid-range. But I think this one ended up being like $4, and I use this one all the time. There's no lid or anything that goes with it. It's just a nice funnel tray. But yeah, I use this pretty consistently through most of last year. I'm still using it on my kits now. I don't know that these are still available over there, but I really like this one. I did get one from, I don't think I have it nearby. I think it's in my storage drawer behind me. I did get one from Temu a while back that the design I thought was really cute. I think it's heart-shaped, and I thought it was really cool design, but when it showed up, it turned out it was one of those ones that like the tray, it came with a tray on top, but it turned out that the tray doesn't actually like click that well. It just sort of sits on top, and I don't love those quite as much. So that's more of more of like a prop tray, I guess, when I need something cute kind of in the background, or sometimes I use it as like a trash tray. Don't love it as much as like an actual working tray. I tend to like the ones that have a little bit extra weight to them. So these are super nice quality. These are a little bit more. I think these specialty ones, I forget the exact prices, but I think they tend to run about $15 to $17. But given how nicely they're designed and the weight of them, and that the lids actually do click nicely together, for me, that's well worth it. Okay, so that is Forest Glow tray. And then these are the two. Let me move this tray out of the way. These are the two I was, oops, hold on. What is that going to? Oh, I think this is the, had a random plug just sitting here. Okay, it goes to the white Christmas one. 1 second. Okay, so these last two I'm going to show you, these are the ones I was most excited about, because when I saw the colors of these, I was like, what? Okay. So I think I'll save that one for last, because that was the one I was most curious about. But this one, since we just did the green and gold, the you know, the forest green one I just showed you, since we just did that one, hold on a second. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. I saw I lived down the road from a fire station, and one of the fire trucks just went by with like all their lights. You know, they weren't running sirens, but they were flashing all their lights. So I was seeing if something was going on with one of my neighbors, but I don't know. I guess I'll hear about it later. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I was saying, since I just did the that different green two-toned one, we'll go ahead and move into this one. I do like that all of these are slightly different as far as texture, because like, you know, I said this one was that sort of starburst design on the back, and then these two have that kind of speckled gray style. This one has more of a geometric pattern on the back, just random geometric lines, but it's that smooth texture on this one. The very edge of it feels like there's a little bit of you know, the more rougher style plastic, but the middle of this feels like it's been smoothed out, so that's nice. But yeah, this one is I think they call this one the Black and Gold Sceptre edition. So you have black, and then you have that sort of deep gold color all around the edge. Okay, so the inside of this one, so that's your lid on that one. And then similar to the green one, you have a black background and then gold in the tray lines and also around the border. And so your plug here, yep, checking to see if it was both-sided. So you, gold, like the green one that was two-toned, it's gold on this side and then black on that side. And same with the imprinting on the side, the branding. So yeah, really nice design on those. And then they just snap together like that. And your stuff is totally safe. That's what the edges of those look like with the plug-in. So the nice thing about this is, even if, you know, say this gets knocked over or something, if it, I don't know, if it lands on its side somehow or something like that, the way this is designed, yeah, obviously your trays or your drills are probably going to, you know, fly to the front, but they're going to hit that stopper, and it's unlikely they're going to get past, you know, this plug here. If any do, I don't know, you might get like 2 or 3 that might get over this barrier here into this, but other than that, I would wager everything's going to stay in there just fine. If anything should happen and this gets knocked on its side or knocked to the ground or anything like that, should be free of mess, I would say, for the most part. All right, so the last one, this color combination I was really curious about, because y'all see from time to time I do work on the darker canvases, moodier canvases, and this seemed like it was going to be a good complement to that. All right, so this one they call Gothic Red Rose. If I can get it out of the plastic. Hold on. One moment while I unsheath it. Okay. Ooh, this is even like darker. It looked a little bit brighter in color, but I actually like that it's actually a little bit darker in person. On the website, it looked a little bit more red. This one is more like kind of wine red, blood red looking color. So this one, instead of having the black base with the color on the side, this one they flipped it, made the black the secondary color, and made the red the primary color on this. And this is, again, that glossy sort of smoothed out finish with the geometric print, which looks really cool in this shade of red. And so the inside of this one's, it's a little bit more transparent plastic on this one. If you can see that. I don't know if you can see my finger. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of a transparent look on this plastic. But that's the lid portion there. And so on this one, you have the black lines, but the sort of wine red color on the backing, the base. And this one is, hold on a second, this one's big. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, this one also has the alternating color. So black on that side and then the wine red on that side. Hopefully that's picking up on camera because this is like a deep, really kind of plummy red on this. Branding on the side as always. So yeah, I am impressed. I am totally happy with all these trays. I'm in between a few different ones, and one of the ones I'm working on right now is a little bit gothic in nature. So that's cool to have that now. So yeah, this will be fun for anytime I'm doing my more gothic style ones, my Halloween kits, anything like that, or anything that I'm just feeling a little bit darker mood for. This one will be fun to pull out and have as part of my toolkit for that one. So yeah, that's the collection. I'll put them all together here so you can see them all in their glory. See if I can turn a light on here, since the sun is starting to go down and it's been cloudy today anyway, so starting to lose a little bit of light. Okay, but here we go. These are all the trays all together, and then you know, we also have this standard white one here, but all with that clip-in type plug. So yeah, these were fun. Thought I would share that with you today, and as always, everything that I can find on the site will be linked down below, and if you want and you want to use that bonus 10% code, you can do that. The code is HBH10. Everything will be listed down below. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for getting to the end here. And yeah, maybe we'll see some sun tomorrow. Anyway, thanks guys. We will talk soon. Good night, guys.